Hello friends, in this lecture we are going to discuss some theorems related to continuity. So let us start with first theorem. Theorem is like this. Suppose f and g be two real functions. Suppose f and g be two real functions continuous at a real number c. Continuous at a real number c. Then, so suppose f and g be two real functions, means real valued functions continuous at a real number c. Then their sum is also continuous at x equals to c. It means f plus g is continuous at x equals to c. Second, their difference is continuous at x equals to c. It means f minus g is continuous at x equals to c. Third part, their product is continuous at x equals to c. It means f multiplied by g is continuous at x equals to c. And their division means f by g is also continuous at x equals to c. But this gc is not equal to 0. Means provided gc is not equal to 0. The denominator should be non-zero. So, I am going to prove this first part and the rest of the parts are same. So, let us start with this first part. Proof of first part. Before we start this, let us define continuity. So, by the definition of continuity, we know that if f is a function which is continuous at x equal to c, then limit x tends to c, fx equals to fc. So when these two are equal, then we can say that the function is continuous. So we will use this definition. Okay. Now clearly this f plus g is defined at x equal to c. F plus g is defined at x equals to c. When a function is continuous, then it must be defined. So first of all, we will check whether the function is defined at that point or not. So this function is defined. Now, limit x tends to c, f plus g x. This is by definition. So we can write this as limit x tends to c fx plus gx. This is by definition of f plus g. By definition of f plus g. Okay. Now we can write this as limit x tends to c for fx and limit x tends to c for gx. This is by the theorem on limits. By theorem on limits. It means whenever we have two functions and there is a plus sign in between these two, so the limit can be separated for both the function. Okay, now since f and g are real valued functions and continuous, so these are continuous, so it means this limit x tends to c, fx can be written as what? Fc, and this can be written as gc. So this is why, because f and g are continuous, because f and g are continuous. Okay, now this can be written as f plus g c. So finally we will get limit x tends to c, f plus g x equals to f plus g c, and this is nothing but the definition of continuity. So compare these two. When the function f is continuous, then limit x tends to c, fx equal to fc. So here we have to prove that f plus g is continuous, so limit x tends to c, f plus gx equals to f plus gc. So hence we can write f plus g is continuous at x equal to c. In this way, first theorem is proved. Now come to second theorem. In this theorem, this is related to composition of function. So suppose f and g are real valued functions. Real valued functions such that FOG is defined if G is continuous at C and if F is continuous at GC, then FOG is continuous at C, is continuous at C. This we have to prove. So what is given? Suppose f and g are real valued functions such that FOG is defined. So first of all, when we are going to prove continuity, so we will check whether the function is defined or not. So it is clearly mentioned that FOG is defined. So we can check whether FOG is continuous or not. So it means we can say that we will think about continuity. If G is continuous at C and if F is continuous at GC, then FOG is continuous at C. So FOG is defined, so we can prove that FOG is continuous. So before we start this proof, let us discuss composition of F and G. Suppose this is set A, this is set B, and this is set C. Now this is G and suppose this is f. Here if it is x, then this is gx. For this f, it becomes f of gx, and directly we can say that this is fog. Okay children? Now we will start the proof. Since fog is defined, therefore, look at this one. This is what? Range of G, and it is also the domain of F. So we can say that range of G is the subset of domain of F. And this implies that Gx belongs to, this Gx belongs to what? Domain of F. Domain of F for all x belongs to. Where is x? X is in the domain of G. So this is the domain of F and this is the domain of G. So Gx belongs to domain of F for all x belongs to domain of G. Okay? Now, G is continuous at C. So we can say that Gx is continuous at x equal to C. Gx is continuous at x equal to C. So this implies that limit x tends to C, Gx equals to what? Gc. This is by definition of continuity. From this, suppose this is first part. Also, f is continuous at Gc. F is continuous at Gc. This implies that limit Gx tends to Gc. F Gx equals to F Gc. Okay? Now, when x tends to C, then Gx becomes Gc. So, this Gx tends to Gc, it means x tends to C. So, we can write this as limit x tends to C, f of Gx, this is f Gc y from first when x tends to C, then this implies that Gx tends to Gc. Okay? So, in place of this, we can write x tends to C. Now, this can be written as limit x tends to C, fog of x, and this can be written as fog of C. Now again, look at this definition. This is fx, this is fc, limit x tends to C. This is fogx and this is fogc, limit x tends to C. It means what? Fog is continuous. So this implies that fog is continuous. x equals to c. So the theorem is